Welcome back to my channel, Takujozu. I'm Ash, and we have a big figure haul, and plus, you know, some goodies I recently picked up from a convention. It's partially from January, some from February, and March. may already opened them, you know, did a little sneak peek. Yeah, I definitely opened them. I could not stand having loads of boxes in my room because I kind of needed to function, or at least pretend to function as a normal human being in here. And yeah, it just was really irking me, so sorry. I'm really excited to show you this haul. It's been my favorite, I think, so far because I got a really huge figure, a 1/4 scale figure that I have been debating on getting for months now. I saw it on sale and boy, do I feel like I got the deal of a lifetime. That's for sure. It's a story to tell. And, you know, I do want to backtrack a little bit. I mentioned in a different video that I was going to be having a lot of pre-orders come in the first couple months of this year. And I actually canceled a lot of them. Oops. And it really has to do with me kind of re-evaluating my space here, re-evaluating what I like to collect, and to be honest, I have never noticed this trend that I'm seeing when it comes to me collecting figures. Apparently, it was apparent to everybody else that knows me, but
apparently I have a niche for My Hero Academia figures. Okay.
I mean, I love them. They're really great. And I just can't stay away from them. But I swear to y'all that every time that I'm online and I am looking at figures, I'm looking at other figures, but somehow they don't make it to my cart. And so, yeah, that's kind of attributed to me canceling a lot of other figures just because some of them don't really have the same spark. When I see other ones, you know, it also comes back to my space. This is a really small space in here, and I don't really have the luxury at the moment to kind of expand that I would like to. More so at my place in Japan, where I definitely, you know, I really could go balls to the wall and spend my entire life savings on figures. But we will not do that. We will be really responsible-ish. Speaking of Japan, I'm going back pretty soon. I'm going to be going for a few weeks, and I can't wait because 1, I get to see my husband, and 2, I'm back home. My home is there. So I just can't wait. I have a few things I think I'm planning that I really want to show everyone. I was thinking about just doing like a regular vlog of my time entirety while I'm there, and also doing like specific videos. One of them does have to do with acquiring a specific figure at a very well known store in Akihabara. So fingers crossed that works out well. I hope so, because anytime I do say stuff that I'm planning, it never works out well. But this time we're gonna make it work. Yeah. But yeah, just let me know in the comments, like, what would you like to see? Is there anything specific? You know, all that good stuff. Okay, now anyways, the convention that I had went to, I had only one goal to achieve while I was there, and mission was freaking accomplished. I did that thing. The thing that I did or acquired while I was there at the convention is probably one of the coolest things that I own now officially in my collection. It is my pride and joy. It is my baby. I have no words to still say about it because I'm speechless that I even got the opportunity to acquire this. But yeah, I'm not going to show you what it is right now. You're just going to have to wait and see. And with that, I'm finally going to shut up and show you what I got in this haul. Ignore my unhinged transition and let's start with the first figure of the haul, and that is Best Girl Raigen. I don't know if I said this before, but I'll definitely say it again. Mob Psycho 100 is one of my favorite animes of all time. I could not live with myself peacefully if I did not get my hands not only on Kageyama's Nen, but Raigen's too. There are a few other poses I would have loved to have him in, but I think this one specifically right now basically showcases his entire personality, and it's just perfect. Up next is the Picado Kami-sama Kiss Tomoe doll. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get him just because, well, I mean, dolls are kind of creepy, but look at him. He's so stinking cute, a little tricky to put together, but overall totally worth getting. My favorite part of him is his eyes. They're really majestic looking, and I know the way I have him positioned isn't really doing him any justice, but trust me, I am falling in love with him all over again. And now the fact that I can buy him different outfits, which, I mean, I'll admit I probably could do that with the other Nens I have, but this is Tomoe we're talking about. He's special, okay? Oh, I also wanted to mention that he doesn't have a standard Nen stand. He has a magnetic stand. It's amazing. I really wish the regular Nens were like this because they're a lot easier to put together. Moving on to the last Nen of the haul, I got Nyanko-sensei from Natsumi's Book of Friends. I remember pre-ordering him what seems forever ago, and I'm so excited to have him now. I do wish I kind of ordered another one just because this Nen would have been perfect to customize, and I would have loved to make my very own puppy cat figure. If you haven't seen Puppy Cat, I totally recommend. It's on Netflix. It's like another favorite of mine. Anyways, back to Nyanko-sensei. I was in utter shock to realize he was entirely magnetic. All his pieces are magnetic besides his stand, which makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. He was just so fun to put together, and I honestly probably spent too much time playing around with him. There were so many different pose options, it was kind of hard to decide, but I'm sticking with the tempura and sake just because that's all I can remember him obsessing over in the anime. Now finally getting into the stars of the show today, starting off with the 1/8 scaled S-Fire Bakugo Katsuki figure. I had a chance to preview him back in December at Jump Festa and instantly knew he had to be mine once he was available in the US. Though I am a little salty and honestly could not tell you what hurt worse, either chapter 362 or the fact he came broken. And I'll admit, I'm a little scared to email and request an unbroken figure, so I just fixed him. You can kind of see my janky handiwork, but let's pretend everything is fine. So let's talk about the positives of this figure. I really enjoy how dynamic his stance is. I think it really embodies his character the most out of any figures I've seen of him so far. I really love the gritty detailing of his figure, but the only thing that does throw me off is the orange and yellow coloring of his boom booms, but it'll make sense in a minute here and I'll show you why. His figure has a special effect that's only activated through an app. On the figure box itself, there's a QR code for the Play AR app. Once the Play AR app is downloaded, pick on the figure that you have, click Play AR, and make sure you have him at a good full angle, then click on the star button and there you go. You get the full effect of his boom booms. Does it make it still worth the price that I paid for him? Probably not, but it's still pretty badass and I'm glad I have him in my collection. So no formal complaints by me anytime soon, besides the fact that he's broken. Didn't we say we were gonna forget that? Moving on to my pride and joy of this haul, the 1/4 scale Izuku Midoriya figure. Last year, I acquired the 1/4 scale Bakugo Katsuki figure, and for months, ever since I got him, I have been sitting on the idea of should I get the Midoriya Izuku 1/4 scale figure to go along with him, because it has always been a thing with me. Whether I collect a Midoriya figure or a Bakugo figure, I usually get either or other figure to go along with them. They come as a pair, in my opinion, just because they are best boys and they belong together. I adore them. That's what I want. That's the only way I'm going to justify it, and I'm going to stop rambling because the point of this is that I got this Midoriya 1/4 scale figure on sale. A big sale of a lifetime on Crunchyroll store. Its original price was $379, and well, The price dropped to $116. It was definitely a glitch, and I got it during the time of the glitch because the price went back up to $309, and they never, upcharged me or made a correction about it, so that's just between us. To me, that was a sign from the universe that this was meant to be. I was meant to have him. And it does make me a little bit sad that Bakugo is still in Japan, but they're with each other in spirits. One day they will reunite, and I'm just glad I have these two in my collection now. I really hope that they still continue with the 1/4 scale figure trend for My Hero Academia. They've already came out with Mirako and Todoroki. Your girl is just hoping for Aizawa or Shinso at some point. Let's move on to what I got from Collective Con. I got a few acrylic stands, and to be honest, they're kind of my new kryptonite. I couldn't resist this very adorable display of affection between Tomoe and Nanami from Kami-sama Kiss, and I kind of need to figure out where and how I'm going to display it on the shelf with the manga. Now, I also got Hawk and Yona from Yona the Dawn. I really, really love them. I think they are so rough and tough, but when they're together, they're just so gentle with each other. And lastly, of the acrylic stands, I got Obi and Shirayuki. I'm a very, very, very fond Obi stan. Maybe it's second male lead syndrome, but I love him and Shirayuki together, and I will always root for them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm usually not a sticker girly, but when I saw these, my soul was screaming for them. And yes, that's tape behind them. Listen, I've already taped them up to my wall, so don't judge, okay? I really love the art style of all these stickers, and what's really cool is that they're actually really thick vinyl and they're waterproof, which was bad news for me as an indecisive person because I could not make up my mind if I wanted it on my wall, on my water bottle, my laptop. There was just way too many options, but I did settle for the wall, obviously. If I did have to pick which were my favorite out of the 4 packs that I got, it definitely would be the Hungry Cats and also K-Drama Date Night. Just because I think they have so much personality and they're super unique. They really spark a lot of joy when I see it up on my wall, and there's probably some nostalgia factor in there because back in my college days, I just remember coming home to my cat and watching nothing but K-dramas. So I got a few prints which have a really cool theme. It's touristy inspired postcards and posters of different places in the anime world. The AOT Wall Maria one has me in a chokehold with the very small detail of Titan transformation in the background, of course referencing season 1. This Konoha postcard is aesthetically pleasing, such a vibe, plus has Jiraiya front and center. It's giving me all the feels. Now, in true Ashley fashion, I could not resist this UA poster. This is probably as close as it's gonna get for me to actually getting to visit the real thing. Cheers to me being isekai'd one day while I'm staring intently at this poster every day. A girl can dream. I don't know how or why, but one day I did wake up and I was like, I have a lot of prints. I don't know what to do with them, so let's stick them on the wall. And I'm really liking how it's coming out so far. I've been collecting prints for over a couple of years now from all the cons I've been to, and I'm glad they're finding a home, a place to be, and a place to shine. I don't really know what the vibe is yet, TBD on that, but one day I'll do a tour once I finally feel like, hey, I'm proud of my wall. It looks pretty dang good. Now, remember earlier when I said I did that thing? Well, here are the things that I really wanted to show you and was so happy to finally acquire at Collective Con. The English voice actors for Rukia and Ichigo from my favorite series ever, Bleach, was there, and it was my only goal to have them sign these recently released new Japanese omnibus volumes. These newly designed Bleach omnibuses were in part of celebration of the 1,000-Year Blood War arc anime that debuted last year, and I thought it would be really special to have such iconic voice actors sign them. They were so nice and really intrigued by these volumes because they didn't even know that these specific volumes existed, and it was a cool conversation starter, which for me, I was thankful for because I was starstruck, I was shy, and on the verge of tears because I grew up watching these voice actors do these iconic roles, not only just for Rukia and Ichigo, but many other roles, and it was so cool. And can we talk about how perfect it is that Ichigo is screaming Bankai on the first volume of this omnibus? I feel like it's the cherry on top for my Bleach collection. And that is that of the haul today. I hope that you really enjoyed it. Definitely let me know in the comments what was your favorite from today's haul. And yeah, hopefully I get to do more hauls in the future because I, again, have been slowing down on collecting, but I feel like, you know, I'm back and forth. I feel like some months it's going to be more manga and some months are going to be more figures. I am trying to sprinkle in a little bit of other content in between there. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? You know, if you want to see something other than anime and manga hauls or unboxings, let your girl know, because I want to dibble dabble into some other type of content, like otome games. I've been sitting on this for a while now and I need someone to push me to do it. But that's it. Okay, now bye!